Lily, why why did it take you so long? Tell me, how do you log into the Zoom? Do you click a button and it logs in, or do you need to put in the username and password?
Username and password.
Oh, I see. That's
When
why.
I'm late, I don't have to use the password, but when I'm not late, then I have to do the things.
So, w- when you are late, you don't have to use the password. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I think it's easier if you don't use the password. It's faster.
Yeah, but I don't want to be late.
So, do you have an option to choose with password or without the password?
No.
All right. Lily, today we're going to look at an aeroplane. This aeroplane is not flying on Earth. It is going to fly on Mars.
Okay. Okay.
What were you counting?
I'm not counting. I'm doing the Mercury, Venus, and the
Ah,
Mars.
you're checking the other planets. Okay, so on Earth, aeroplanes can land and they can refuel, get more energy, and go. And again, they land, refuel,
Yeah,
get more energy, and do the same thing over and over again. But in Mars,
yeah.
do they have any airports?
No.
There's nothing there. There's no airports. So how can this airplane get more energy if there's no airport to land and refuel?
Sunlight,
Very nice. Lily, tell me about the sunlight.
solar panel.
Wow, Lily, how did you know that? Look at this plane. It looks a little bit different to normal planes.
Yeah. What's that sharp things?
So those sharp things is it's the propeller. It's the engine. The engine that is pushing the plane forward.
Oh.
But look at the wings. You said solar panels. Those wings are covered with solar panels.
Yeah.
So
How did they make this?
it was a very smart idea. It's a good actually the it's NASA. NASA designed this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they are traveling to space and they want to go explore Mars.
Is there another company that goes to space too that like they make that things?
Oh,
Except for NASA?
Lily, that's a very good question. I know of two other companies that go to space. First is, do you know Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Who is he? So he created Tesla.
Tesla?
Yeah, he has the company Tesla, but he has many other companies as well. And what
Twitter.
he has Twitter, yes, he bought Twitter. And the other company that he has is a space traveling company. I'm thinking of the name. I think it's called SpaceX. Let's check. SpaceX. Yeah, SpaceX. Okay, this is Elon Musk's company. They are like NASA. They travel to space and they do things in space. Recent launch. You see, you can watch the launch that they did.
Whoa.
And then the second one, Lily, the other company that I know of, is from Jeff Bezos. Do you know who is Jeff Bezos? Lily, Jeff Bezos
No.
is the owner of Amazon. Do you know Amazon?
Yeah.
Tell me, what is Amazon?
Amazon is a shopping something, I think.
It's shopping online, yeah. Go to Amazon store online and you can buy anything. It's like in Korea you have, what's the Korean online shopping? G Market. There is G Market, and What's the other famous one? I forget the other famous one's name. Coupang. Okay, so Amazon is the American version of Coupang. And Jeff Bezos is the owner of Amazon. But Jeff Bezos, same as Elon Musk, he has other companies. And this other company that's traveling to space is called Blue Origin. I think it's Blue Origin. Can you say for me? Jeff Bezos is the owner of Blue Origin.
Jeff Bezos is the owner of Blue
Origin.
Origin.
All right, so Blue Origin is also like NASA. They are going to space. That was a very good question, Lily. I like that. What about in Korea? Is there anyone from Korea going to space? Do you know of any Korean astronauts?
What was that thing? I think there was.
There was. They did. Korea sent astronauts to space?
Wait. I think the name was not. No, it's not NASA.
Okay, so
The name is.
maybe it was a long time ago and you don't really remember. Oh, are you looking for it? Say, please wait, teacher, I will find it.
Please wait, teacher. I'm looking for it.
Okay.
In the Google, it says Kai.
KAI, K-A-I, Korean Aerospace Institution. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the aerospace words. Korean Aerospace Institute. Okay, Lily, let's have a look. KAI. So maybe that's the company name, like NASA.
I think so.
KAI, not Instagram. KAI into space. SpaceX Falcon. Okay,
South Korea.
Lily, that can be your homework. Yeah, Korea Aerospace Industries will launch its satellite
What
into
can be a
space.
homework?
Oh, Lily, can you read this for me?
Korea Aerospace Industries Kai will launch a satellite into
Satellite?
space aboard SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket in 2025.
So that's next year. Next year. Now, what does this mean? Remember I told you about SpaceX. SpaceX is Elon Musk's company.
Yeah.
So now KAI, they will put their satellite on SpaceX's.
Why?
So let's go to the whiteboard. So, do you know the satellite? There are many satellites in space.
Yeah, but if they crash into yeah,
Okay,
and then
let's quickly distinguish between the satellite and between the rocket ship. So there is a there is a difference between the two.
Oh, this trash can. Yeah.
Okay, Lily, I'm going to ask you, what do you see on your screen?
What do I see?
Yeah.
2024 week 4 crab walking car. Listen to TPT. Do not delete.
All right. So that means if we go to here is a satellite. They are around the Earth, floating in space. There are so many of them in space. But this satellite, Lily, cannot go to space by itself.
Yeah.
A rocket ship must take the satellite to space. So Korea is making the satellite, but they don't have a rocket ship. So they will use SpaceX's rocket ship to take the satellite to space. So
Mm.
Korea is using America for transport. Why are you laughing? It's true. Okay, Lily, let's go back here and let's find out why are they flying on Mars. Okay, can you read for me? Solar powered Mars plane.
Solar-powered Mars plane set to cruise red planet looking for water
Why would they be looking for water, Lily?
because Mars doesn't have water.
Well, they think it doesn't have, but they want to search more for water because they want to send people to Mars. How will water help? What
By
do
surviving.
what do people need to survive? You and me, what do we need to survive?
Water and food.
I can think of three things. I need one more thing. Water, food,
Air.
air. We need to breathe. Okay. So if they find water, what does that mean? They can go and they can oxygen, they can use an oxygen tank. They can use a spacesuit to breathe. But water is very important for drinking and even for plant. Lily, the food. Where would the food come from if they find water?
Somewhere in the Mars.
So they can plant a small farm, a small vegetable farm.
But it'll take ages because they have to go back to get the food and then come back and then get and they get the peoples.
So exactly, Lily, we don't want to keep going back and forward, back and forward. Earth, Mars, Earth, Mars. So the best option is to start growing food on Mars.
So we have to get the food first before we.
But what if you just take seeds? You don't need to take the food, you can just take the seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Lily, let's have a look at the next one. This 12-sided object, it is called
Yeah.
a dodecahedron.
Oh, what the what?
A dodecahedron, you can see there. 12-sided figure. It was, many of these were found in Europe. All around Europe.
Virus?
No, this is not a virus, this is an object. This is an object
Oh.
and it's made from metal. But they did some tests on it and they found out it was 2,000 years old. Lily, 2,000 years ago was...
I know this.
Do you know the Roman Empire? 2,000 years ago, in Europe, there was the Roman Empire. The Roman times. Have you seen this building? You said you recognize it. The Colosseum.
Colosseum.
What did they do in the Colosseum? Why did they have this building?
Fight.
Yes. Can you make a sentence when you say they were fighting in the Colosseum?
They were fighting in the Colosseum.
So the Colosseum was like a stadium.
Yeah.
There were people sitting around and watching the gladiators fight. The people who were fighting, they were the
Yeah.
gladiators.
Gladiator.
So can you say for me, the spectators were watching the gladiators fight.
The
The spectators were watching.
The spectator were watching gladiators fight.
So now, this was from the Roman times. It must have been from the Roman times because it's 2,000 years old. But Lily, how big do you think this object is? Do you think it's the size of a marble? Do you think it's the size of a tennis ball? Do you think it's the size of a soccer ball? Or a beach
Soccer
ball?
ball.
soccer ball. Let's see if you are right. How big
Maybe
is
it's
it?
really small. Really?
She is holding it.
How do they zoom that thing?
The camera was very close in the previous photo.
Yeah, super close.
Okay, so can you say for me, it is the size of an apple?
Oh, it is the size of an apple.
All right, Lily, let's read here. Dozens of strange.
Dozens of strange 12-sided objects from Roman times has been found. No one knows that what they for.
What they're for. No one knows what they're used for. So let's guess. I can think of 3 things that this could have been used for. First, I think this was used as a weapon.
Huh? Really?
Well, Lily, remember it was the Roman times. And in the Colosseum they were fighting. Lots of war. So this is made of metal. It is heavy. If you throw this at someone, you will hurt them.
Hey, how did you read this?
Which one?
The okay?
I'm not sure where you are looking. Where are you looking?
How can I read that thing?
Ah, the name of this. It's a dodecahedron.
Dodecahedron.
So the dodecahedron is the size of a tennis ball. And I think the dodecahedron can be used as a weapon. What do you think the
Okay,
dodecahedron
and the
can be?
second one? Huh? Me?
If you can try to think if I gave this dodecahedron to you, Lily, what would you use it for?
What?
Okay, Lily, 2000 years ago, was there electricity?
No.
No, there was no electricity 2000 years ago. Can you say for me? There was no electricity 2000 years ago.
There was no electricity in 2000 ago.
So Lily, how did they light the room? How did they keep light if there was no electricity?
I don't know.
They used candles.
What?
And this looks like a candle holder.
Mm.
You can put the candle inside and it can stand upright. Third, do you have any idea what it could have been used for?
No.
How about jewelry? Do you think it could have been used for earrings or maybe on the necklace?
I think it'll fall.
Exactly. Jewelry, maybe it cannot. It's too heavy. You said it will fall. Why do you think it will fall?
Because there are holes.
Ah, but you can put the chain through the holes.
Oh.
But
For measuring.
for measuring, Lily, tell me about the measuring. Why did you say for measuring? No, Lily, that's a brilliant idea. Tell me why did you say for measuring?
Because we know that shape is that.
Okay, so let's think of the other measuring devices. There is the ruler. What do we
Yeah.
measure with a ruler? We measure length. What about a scale? A scale is
Yeah.
also a measuring device. What does
Yeah.
a scale measure?
Yeah.
So let's write the sentence. A ruler measures length in centimeters. Can you read that for me? Can you see it nicely?
A ruler measures in centimeters.
Oh, one more time. A ruler measures length in centimeters.
A ruler uses length in centimeters.
Oh, Lily, careful, careful. Look at the sentence carefully. A ruler measures length
Measures
in centimeters. Lily, can you see this sentence? I will highlight it.
A ruler measures length in centimeters.
Then we can change it. We can say a scale measures weight in kilograms. Can you read those two for me?
A ruler measures length in centimeters. A scale measures weight in kilograms.
All right, good. Any other ideas that this object, this dodecahedron, can be used for? I think
Knitting.
meeting,
Knitting.
knitting, so that you can knit with it. I don't know how to
Yes.
knit, Lily. Do you know how to knit?
Yes.
Really? So what would this help with knitting?
The yarns.
Ah, you can keep the yarn on this. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Lily, do you know that could actually be the reason? And scientists are thinking they don't know what the reason is. Maybe you should call them. Call the scientists and say maybe it was used as as a knitting device. All right, good. Lily, good thoughts. Let's continue. When we go to the supermarket, sometimes the young children, the very young toddlers, a toddler is a baby that is learning to talk and learning to walk. Sometimes they see
Yeah.
some candy or they see some toys and they really want it. But mom says no. Mom says you cannot have. And then they have a screaming session. They start screaming and yelling and crying. This is called a tantrum. They are having a tantrum, a temper tantrum. Have you ever seen someone at the supermarket having a temper tantrum?
Yes.
And what did the parent do to stop the child from having the tantrum?
They said stop doing that, or they said they will leave.
You see? That's what parents do. Now, here is a child, a toddler, that was having a temper tantrum, and the grocery worker helped. Looking at this picture, what do you think the grocery worker did?
No.
So the grocery worker is allowing the toddler to scan the items at the till. And the toddler stopped having a tantrum. She stopped screaming and she started enjoying. So let's read here. Can you read for me? Grocery worker.
Grocery worker rescues mom by asking a crying toddler if she wants to scan items. Watch.
I remember in Korea, in E-Mart and Daiso, they have the self-scanning and there is the counter with the worker.
Yeah.
When you go to these stores, do you go to the self-scanning or do you go to the worker side?
Self.
Why? Why do you go to the self-scanning side?
Because there are too much people in that.
Say, there are too many people
Workers.
in the other queues.
There are too many people in the other queues.
So it's about time, Lily. We want to save time. We don't want to wait. We don't want to waste time. So self-scanning is helping with time. I thought maybe you go there because you enjoy scanning the items. Every time I went to Daiso, I would go to the self, but also the self scanning, you can only pay with card. You cannot pay with cash. Is it still like that?
Yeah.
Even, Lily, even at the McDonald's and Burger King, there is the self-selecting menu.
Yeah.
So this is all about technology. Technology is improving, technology is increasing. Is
Okay.
there anywhere else that you saw the self-scanning or self-checkout?
So I did self check-in
Where?
hotel in
So you
that.
didn't go to the counter, you just went straight to the room?
I did in the kiosk.
Ah, you see, that's a brilliant example of a self check-in. Also at the airport, you can do check-in on the air to go to the airplane to get your ticket. You can do
Yeah.
self chicken, self check,
Chicken.
self check-in. All right, good. Now, Lily, the last story for today is about a volcano. This volcano is in Iceland. But it's nothing bad.
Mm.
It's nothing bad. It's actually very good. You can see there are some people very nearby to the volcano, and there is something that they are building. They are building a magma observatory. Lily, can you say for me? Magma observatory.
Magma observatory.
One more time. Observatory.
Observatory.
Oh, look at the spelling and read it carefully. Slowly is okay. Observatory.
Observatory.
Okay, so an observatory is like
Observatory.
it's like a science laboratory, a laboratory.
Observatory.
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 Right now, this
Observatory.
is it a tricky word?
Yeah.
Lily, this observatory, it's doing something with the volcano. Let's find out what. Can you read the title for me? World's first?
World's first magma observatory poised to monitor volcanoes while generating tons of energy.
Okay, so this observatory is doing two things. First, they monitor the volcano. Why do they need to monitor the volcano?
Or they don't know where does it explode?
Exactly. When does the eruption happen? They want to know that because they can give warning to the people that live nearby so that they can go to safety. They can evacuate. Okay, Lily, why do they need to monitor the volcano?
Because to see when it explodes.
Why do they need to know that information?
Or it can be dangerous.
Okay, it can be dangerous. So what do the people need to do that live around that area? They should evacuate.
Evacuate.
All right, and number two, why did they build the observatory? Is to create energy, to generate energy.
Yeah.
Lily, we saw in
To generate energy.
we saw in the first article, the solar panels are getting energy from the sun. Where do you think
Yeah.
the observatory is getting energy from?
I don't know.
From the volcano. It is getting energy from the volcano.
Ah.
The volcano is very hot. It actually, there is different ways that you can get energy from the volcano. Did you know, Lily, there is rivers underground?
No.
So underground,
What? Yeah.
underground there are many rivers. water flowing underground. And because it's so close to, well, those rivers, they are so close to the volcano, to the magma, that water is hot. And hot water can be used to make electricity.
Yeah.
Lily, do you have any questions for me?
Difficult.
Lily, you were breaking up when you said that. Can you
Hello?
say it one more time, please?
Yes. Difficult.
Oh, what was difficult?
I don't know.
Okay. Lily, have a nice weekend. I hope you can get some rest. Get some good rest, and I will see you again next week, Friday. Can you say for me? See you next week, Friday.
See you next week, Friday.
Bye, Lily.
UQRPGS.
Say again?
6, 7, Q, 6QR8 something.
What is that? I thought you were spelling something, but then you put some numbers in there. I said, no, there's no numbers in the words.
Oh.
Lily, see you next week, Friday. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
You have 2 glasses on, 2 pairs of glasses.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Lily.